Hi, good morning. You're rapping with Sister Phoenix Recipes of Resurrection, and this is take two because something is going on. I hope it doesn't cut off like it did last time. I'm going to do a long one today because I want to talk about unhooking. This is a very important one for a lot of people. I would say most people right now. There are quite a few going through big traumas. There are quite a few going through big transitions or big rebirths. And in the collective, there is a lack of clarity about what matters and what doesn't matter. So when I'm talking about hook, I'm talking about something that while you're walking straight on your path, you're moving forward and you're going towards, who you want to be and your goals and what's calling you, what's calling your soul, what's calling your heart forward. And then you get hooked on the side by, somebody doing something or somebody said something to you, and then you get pulled, kind of yanked from the center of your path and distracted here on the side dealing with whatever that hook pulled you into. So it could even be something in the media that hooked you, and you say, oh, like that really infuriates me, or I'm upset about that, or that horrible thing happened, or what, and then your attention is then diverted towards something else, and you've lost center, you've lost your momentum going forward, at least temporarily, if not long term. And so what I'm finding is that we don't know what matters and what doesn't matter when we don't have clarity. And we can get hooked into things that don't matter or that don't need to matter. They only matter if we make them matter. So, for example, my partner said something about this other person, they made a comment about somebody else, about their appearance or their way of behaving. And then I can choose to go into that child mind, that fight or flight reaction, and say, well, what does that mean about me? Do they think the same about me? Or maybe they like that other person better if they're different, or maybe they're trying to criticize me by making the comment about somebody else. You make it about you, start putting the microscope in onto yourself, looking at yourself with these binoculars, and start making it mean different things, right? Or you can listen to that, notice that reaction within yourself, that reaction of what does it mean, and respond, it doesn't mean anything about me. It's, whatever is going on with them does not have to mean anything about me. I'm just noticing and appreciating their journey or their thoughts or their perspectives, because truly, I don't know what it's like to be in their head. I don't know what it's like to be them, even though I can imagine. So having that perspective, many times we get hooked by what a parent says to us, or a parent's behavior. Maybe that inner child is reacting in judgment, oh, my mother made this comment about my house or my life or my choices. What does that mean about me? And we can very easily get into this reactive mode of self-judgment and projected judgment onto us. So it's important when we go through life to understand very, very clearly what matters and what we're making matter that doesn't matter. I can speak to my life personally that most things, most things that happen around me don't matter to me. And it is not a cold detachment, it's a sovereign detachment and a divine detachment, because I'm protecting my path. I'm protecting my peace of mind. I'm protecting my clarity, but also I am clear on the fact that these are distractions, that these are noise for the most part. So having the understanding of what is essential, what is core to who we are, our souls, our paths, our safety, and what is projection, what is illusion, what is made up stories of the mind that we are creating and making matter. So this is part of what I do in the online Thriving Through Divorce program, is walking through these different areas of life step by step. And I don't think it's just for people who are divorced or people who are divorcing, because this coming to consciousness, this coming to clarity is something that is essential for all of us. If we are to maintain our integrity, if we're to go the places that we want to go, we can't keep getting pulled right and left with this and that distraction or this and that story. So going through who we are at our core, what we really want, what our soul is calling us towards, going for that and understanding what is not that. Also understanding what is important and who is important and what they're expressing that is important is a mastery that should be attained and needs to be attained if we are to rebirth ourselves into humans that are sovereign over our lives, humans that are feeling clean and clear and fulfilled in our lives, right? Because when we don't do that, life looks kind of like a tornado or a washing machine or a plate of spaghetti, all my favorite metaphors as to what I felt like when I wasn't conscious about what was going on with me internally and what was going on in my world externally. Feeling like, walking through the mud, all of these wonderful metaphors. I think plate of spaghetti is my favorite one. Clearing all that up and living in this place of sovereignty where we know what matters. We really know what matters, and nothing can touch that. Nothing can distract from that. So I'm leaving you with that today, with the hooks and the unhooks. If you're not clear about what is hooking you, or if you're not clear about how to emotionally unhook from all those things that are pulling at you, then you can think about doing a one-on-one coaching. You can think about taking the online program, which is very affordable for people who can't afford one-on-one coaching. But this level of self-mastery and sovereignty carries on into every aspect of your life. And I mean every aspect of your life, especially the way you feel, especially your energy levels throughout the day, and the way to preserve that, the way to generate that, the way to be integral in that. So I invite you to that as well. I've got 3 spots available for the online program, Thriving Through Divorce program, but also I'm throwing in, and that's why I say 3 spots available, because this is for additional one-on-one coaching. I'm throwing in for 2 months live Q&A with me on the phone in 15-minute phone calls once a week to sort through the most pressing matters, the biggest challenges going on in your life, to get answers to the things that are ailing you and bugging you immediately as you're going through this uncovering and rebirthing program. I'm not going to lie, it's super intensive, but once you're through that, once you do the entire sorting out of that spaghetti and emptying of the washing machine, you will see how clean and clear you feel and how much more energy you have for the things that really matter to who you are. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. I will keep posting and I will keep sharing on here. So I hope that you'll get in touch as well. If you're watching this video, drop a note, say hello, drop any questions, anything that's resonating with you. Super happy to hear from you. Bye.